This is Lord Zed, welcoming you to Anime Secrets.
Hey guys, it's Rizwan from Anime Secrets, and I'm here in Bayoucon in Sulphur, Louisiana with the infamous Lord Zed, also known as Robert Axelrod. He's the voice of Lord Zed, the voice of many characters in Disneymon like Armadillomon, Wizardmon, and I have the esteemed honor today of interviewing him. So first I'd like to welcome and thank you for giving us this great opportunity to interview you and get a chance to get to know you a little better in your interview.
Oh, thanks a lot. Yes.
So how are you enjoying South Louisiana?
Oh, it's very nice here. Very nice here. I like the weather. It's nice and warm. I like warm weather. Yeah, it's cool. It's hot. It's cool. It's hot. It's cool.
That's Louisiana for you?
Yeah.
So, let's something on in. Many fans would argue you are the most iconic, but also the most frightening of the villains to ever grace Power Rangers history. How does that make you feel to be probably the most known, but also the most frightening, villains of them all?
Well, it lets me know that I did my job, and I cut a niche. I'm quite proud of that, the way that worked out. It's my little claim to fame, my 15 minutes of fame, I guess, or so. It's got me a lot of fans, and I'm very proud of that. It's very rewarding, career-wise and personally and emotionally, to have stood out, in a sense. I think every actor wants to do that.
So how did you get into the Power Rangers franchise to begin with? How did you...
Well, I've been working for Saban for about 10 years before Power Rangers hit. So I was in their stable of talent. So when Power Rangers came out, I was given the role of Finster, the green scientist who made all the putty monsters and all the monsters. And so I was in the show from the beginning. And then when Lord Zed came around, I asked to audition, and I was able to audition because I was there already doing the job. I knew the producers really well. So they said, go ahead and audition. And when I came in with Lord Zed, they flipped out. They said, wait a minute, that's not you. They didn't believe it was me. I had to audition 3 times. So finally they said, wow, I guess that's him. After the first time, there was nobody else in competition with me, but they weren't sure it was me. It was very weird. But I auditioned 3 times, like I said. After the 3rd time, it was a charm, and I finally got was given the role.
Wow. So, as Lord Zed or as Finster, what were some of your favorite moments on set with the cast, or working with the different people involved with the production of the TV show?
Well, my favorite moments was when we did the live show, because we were all sitting in the booth at the same time, in this sound studio at the same time. It was like recording music with a big orchestra. Because usually the normal way of working is they bring each actor in one at a time, and you do line after line after line after line, and then you're finished. And you seldom get to work with another actor. This was an exception with the live show, that we all worked together. So it was one of my favorite times. It was a very long session. It was about 14 hours.
Now, for the viewers that...
but we finished it.
Now, for the viewers that may be interested, what was the live show? Because I don't think I ever heard of like a Power Rangers live show back then.
Oh yeah, it was in, let's see, what year would it be? 1996 maybe, 95, 96. It went out for about a year and 2 months, year and 3 months. There was a live show. They hired mainly dancers. We provided the soundtrack, and then the dancers move to the words and mouth the words. In the case of Rita, she mouthed the words while the soundtrack with Barbara Goodson on it came through. And of course, the guy playing Zed, my character, didn't have to. He wore the mask. You didn't see the mouth moving. All he had to just use body language to convey the words. So it was a very talented cast that they hired. Like I said, they were mostly dancers, so they knew how to move to the words. And when the Power Rangers came on, they were mostly working with their helmets, so you didn't see their mouth moves. So they didn't have to lip sync the words.
Mm-hmm.
The only one who did have to lip sync it was, I think, Rita. The gal playing Rita. Because nobody on it was mic'd on the stage.
Okay.
It was all the soundtrack that we had created in that one 14-hour session.
So did you ever go to the live shows in person to watch, or maybe?
Say again?
Did you ever go to the live shows in person to see it, or?
Oh yeah, I went to played at Universal Studios, Universal theme park up in Universal City in LA, and I went to the premiere, and it was a gas to see it.
Yeah, I was thinking of seeing that in person.
Zed had half the dialogue in the show, so it was. Of course, nobody in the audience knew it was me. Mm-hmm. My girlfriend was saying, "This is Lord Zed. This is Lord Zed." I said, "Cut it down." She wanted everybody to see that Lord Zed was in the audience.
Wow. So, I know you did like a lot of the voice work. If you may not know it, I don't know if you do, but Power Rangers is actually based off of the Super Sentai series in Japan.
Super Sentai, yeah.
Did you ever watch any of it to get any ideas, like maybe it's Zero Ranger or a Die Ranger, Copy Ranger?
No, I never watched Super Sentai. I didn't know where to get it at the time, where to find it. So, I saw one little piece of episode, just a curiosity. I was over at the office at Savine, and they showed me one piece of one episode of some footage. First of all, Lord Zed was not in that show,
right.
So the Finster was, but I never really watched it to get any ideas.
Mm-hmm. So they basically like, give you like a job, like to say these lines in this kind of way,
yeah.
And you kind of say them, like not really knowing how it would look or anything.
What we would do is we would go in post-production and do the lines to the picture that was already edited. They'd shoot the episode, or they'd use the Japanese footage for the episode. Mm-hmm. And we'd just go in and look at the screen and make sure because Finster did open and close his mouth, mm-hmm. So you had to sync that up. It was pretty hard to sync up Finster because he did open and close his mouth, but his mouth didn't move, of course, in the traditional way, the human being's mouth.
Right.
He was a big dog-faced guy, but still you have to get him close to what the actor was doing.
Well,
he was doing in his mouth.
I gotta say, you guys did a really good job because I was convinced growing up that was actually like whatever suit actor was there was the one talking. I didn't realize. I didn't know back then Super Sentai, Power Rangers. I thought it was just like a really cool TV show. So, for me it's like, oh, that's a really cool suit actor who's playing the monster on TV. He's really good voicing and all that. And now I'm learning years later, it wasn't actually the guy in the suit. There's actually like a voicer who was never on a TV show physically. And that's really cool to me. Like, kind of like, I don't know, it's just really cool for me to like realize now years later.
Yeah.
I feel like I get like a little behind the scenes kind of information now. It's really awesome to know all that.
Right.
So, what were some of your like maybe favorite episodes or like things that you enjoyed about the character of Lord Zed?
Oh, well, I like the introductory episode, the first episode that Zed came out in. The writing was very good, and it was really established the character very strongly right off the bat. You knew Zed meant business. And then some of the episodes with Serpentera was my Zord, so some very strong material. Those are my favorite episodes. They're all my favorites in one way or another. So I like working. I like working. So.
Now, many fans would probably say that Lord Zed was indeed really frightening, as the parents said way back when. That he was really frightening, menacing to the way that even like children have nightmares and night terrors already character.
Yeah.
So. I'm told over internet that the parents actually are the reason Lord Zed and Rita entered marriage.
Yeah,
is that correct?
Was a factor. Yep. The parents, many parents were calling in and writing in, and Lord Zed was giving their kids nightmares. So Saban decided to make the characters more gentle. Lord Zed more gentle, and have Rita come back, and Rita gave Lord Zed a love potion, just comedic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So Rita and Lord Zed turned, and he brought in Rita's brother.
Yeah, Rita.
Rita's brother, Rito, and jokes like I just took a shower last month, and silly jokes. Comic repartee, and Rito would always call Zed Ed, and
I remember that.
And just comedic Burns and Allen, Abbott and Costello type humor. So I saw it as the beginning and the end. It dumbed down the characters somewhat. It never went too far.
Mm-hmm.
When they got down to the bad guy stuff, they still did the bad guy stuff confidently. But I didn't particularly like it.
Now, if the parents hadn't been complaining sending all those letters and phone calls to Saban,
yeah.
What would have happened, do you think, with Lord Zed instead of the marriage and all that?
I don't know. I just I tell you what should have happened is if they brought back Rita, Zed and Rita should have been clashing a lot on the. It would have still been, could have still been funny, but they were clashing a lot. Where they should have split up and had been warring factions, and there's plenty of opportunity to have Earth and Angel Grove in the middle of them warring with each other, and there's a whole bunch of material that could have been explored.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, but they decided to do the marriage thing, and
so
what are you gonna do?
yeah,
It's showbiz.
moving more towards like the future Power Ranger stuff, like after Lord Zed's time, or more or less. In the 15th anniversary season of Power Rangers Operation Overdrive, there's a character who comes around the midway point to commemorate the franchise, and he is revealed to be the son of Lord Zed and Rita Repulso.
Oh, Trax?
Thrax, yeah.
Trax. Anthrax. I call him Anthrax.
So a lot of fans have been debating on the internet for years now, ever since that episode. A little bit of background on this. The Thrax character was said to have been around for thousands of years fighting his foe, Sentinel Knight. But we were wondering, how is that a possibility if Rita and Zed were just now getting married, like back in 1995, and this 2010 or whatever it came out in.
Yeah.
So that's always been like a big loophole we've been trying to fix or understand the ideas.
They just threw that in arbitrarily, I think they wanted to get the idea of Zed and Rita without actually hiring us back. So they brought in the son, and it didn't work for us.
Well, Operation Overdrive as a whole was probably the worst season of Power Rangers to ever exist. And I actually have a friend who I podcast with who says that Operation Overdrive is the worst thing to ever be put on TV or even created. So.
They should have, if they wanted Lord Zed and Rita's, they should have hired Lord Zed and Rita. But
I agree.
They didn't want to spend the money.
Yeah.
So they got this Thrax thing.
Yeah, that was.
That's one thing about Saban. He can be cheap.
Yes, we know it.
He's very frugal with his money. But,
if you could come, if Lord Zed could ever return to the franchise as Lord Zed, how would you envision that return to happen?
Well, I think he and Rita should return together since they're together. And there should be an episode of them turning back to their original forms somehow. I don't know what the risk would be giving away an idea. I envision it somehow finding their mentor who turns them back to their original forms, and then they come back to the moon and come zooming down to Earth, and we're back. Being really mean about it too.
And if we could get Lord Zed
Stronger than ever.
if we get Lord Zed unfiltered, like no water down, that would be so epic, I think.
Yeah, sure. We give some needed reality to the show. And, you know, there's this movie coming out, or going to be done, and so maybe we'll take care of it in the movie.
Hopefully.
We'll see what they have in store for that.
Speaking of fan films, I'm told you were actually in a Power Rangers fan film recently.
Yeah. It was called MMPR. Is that it?
I think it actually came out last night, but I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
Yeah. It's been out a while.
Oh, okay.
It's been out a long time. These kids knew what they were doing. They shot a really good. I guess they call it a trailer.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't very long. I did some lines, I did some material, and it came out really good.
That's awesome.
Very, very proud of them. They really know what they're doing, so they're trying to raise money to do the whole film now. I don't know how they're doing. I haven't heard from them in a long time. Or in a while, not a long time. And, so we'll see what happens then. I'm game. After seeing the trailer, I was a little nervous to say, well, they're going to do a shoddy job or a low budget looking job, but they did a really slick job. So we'll see what else they can get around to doing.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So switching gears a little bit, you were also the voice of Armadillomon and Wizardmon on Diximon.
Yeah.
How is that in terms of like difference from maybe being Lord Zed or Finster?
Well, it was a job. It was just two different voices. You know, it's all in a day's work. It was just two different characters. I'm a character actor, so I've done lots of different characters, both on camera and voice-wise. So I'm used to changing. I'm a chameleon, I guess you'd say, so to speak. So I'm used to the way I work is creating characters with different voices. So it was all in a day's work.
So, of the two characters, Wizardmon and Armadillomon, who is your more preferred?
It doesn't matter. I like them both. I have a certain thing in my heart for Rizwan because he had a real tender, emotional character arc. There was a lot of opportunity there. to chew the scenery, so to speak.
Yeah. I think we have a little time for maybe one more question before the time's up here. So, what is your most rewarding role you feel you've done to date?
Voiceover?
Anything.
Let's do voiceover. Well, Zed, of course, is most rewarding. Plus the outcomes. But let's say besides Zed, I think Rizwan was very rewarding. I played Ratso Katso in Wowzer. That was rewarding. I did, how many episodes of Wowzer? 104.
Oh, wow.
There were 15-minute episodes.
Okay.
So there was actually 52 shows. Each show had 2 episodes,
Okay, so two parts.
12-and-a-half-minute episodes, and it was time for commercials. So I really liked the characters, so that was really good. And they played it on the Family Channel. Had a pretty decent time, so. And then I get on Hello Spencer. Hello Spencer was a German puppet show, like the Muppets, but from Germany, and we dubbed English into it. I wrote a lot of episodes. I wrote for both Wowzer, too, and Hello Spencer. So, and I also directed some episodes in both. So I hit for the cycle, so to speak, in both those shows, directing, acting, and writing. So those are very dear to me, those 2 series, because of my participation.
Wow. Well, thank you, Mr. Axelrod, for your time today. We really appreciate it. And to you guys out there, stay tuned for more from Anime Secrets in the coming days.
Hey you! Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. You can also check out Anime Secrets on Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook. Do you want more than that? I know you do. Then go to our website where you can see daily updates and articles and exclusive interviews.